Imagine sitting in a peaceful commercial flight, cruising above the clouds, when suddenly the captain freezes because something impossibly fast is approaching from behind. This is the story of the day an SR-71 Blackbird, yes, the fastest aircraft ever built, quietly pulled up beside a civilian jet, shocking everyone on board. Before we go deeper into this unbelievable moment, make sure to subscribe, because stories like this you won't hear anywhere else. What looked like a dark needle slicing through the sky was closing in at a speed no passenger plane could ever dream of, and within seconds, everything changed. The SR-71 Blackbird was never designed to fly casually near civilians. It was a classified reconnaissance aircraft built to outrun missiles and spy on entire countries. But on this day, high above the Atlantic, pilots in a civilian jet saw a shape materializing through the haze, sleek, black, and moving like it was defying physics itself. The passengers didn't know what they were witnessing, but the captain did. He had heard rumors that sometimes, just sometimes, Blackbird pilots made surprise flybys to confirm radar positions. And today, he realized they were the ones being observed. Space. At first, the object was just a dark speck far ahead, but unlike other aircraft, it wasn't closing in gradually. It was there, then instantly closer, like the sky itself bent around it. The SR-71 slowed down, but slowed for a Blackbird still meant faster than anything else in the air. The co-pilot couldn't believe the radar readings. The speed mismatch didn't even make sense. Then, without warning, the Blackbird slid into perfect formation beside them, matching the civilian jet's speed as if it was nothing. The passengers gasped as the mysterious dart jet hovered steadily outside their windows. The captain radioed the unknown aircraft, his voice shaking. "Unidentified military jet. Do you copy?" Only static answered back. Blackbird pilots rarely communicated unless authorized. The plane's matte black skin absorbed the sunlight, making it look like a shadow with wings. Some passengers started filming, though most had no idea what they were looking at. A few aviation enthusiasts instantly recognized the iconic silhouette, the titanium giant that once outran 4,000-mile-per-hour missiles. They knew this wasn't normal. Something unusual was happening. Something the passengers would remember forever. For nearly 30 seconds, the SR-71 remained perfectly still, gliding beside them with impossible grace. The pilot, known for legendary skills, tilted the Blackbird slightly, almost like a salute. The civilian jet vibrated from the shockwave of its earlier approach, but now everything felt eerily calm. Some passengers waved. Others stared in pure disbelief. Then, as quickly as it had appeared, it began to drift forward. The Blackbird pilot pushed the throttles, and the jet didn't accelerate. It disappeared. Within 5 seconds, it was nothing but a shrinking streak, vanishing into the upper atmosphere. The cockpit exploded with alarms as their instruments tried and failed to calculate the Blackbird's speed. The captain immediately reported the encounter to air traffic control, but the operator simply replied, "We show no aircraft near your location." That's the thing about the SR-71. It flew so fast and so high that even modern radar struggled to lock onto it unless it wanted to be seen. The control tower had no record, no blip, nothing. To them, the encounter never happened. But inside that civilian jet, dozens of shocked witnesses knew it was real. After landing, the captain filed a confidential incident report, standard procedure for military intercepts. But within an hour, a government representative arrived, requesting details. Not unusual, but strange. Passengers who posted the video clips found their footage mysteriously removed from platforms within minutes. One user claimed his account was locked for security reasons. Why would a simple flyby cause this reaction? Because the SR-71 wasn't supposed to be flying operationally anymore. Officially, the Blackbird retired decades ago. Unofficially, some believe a few units still operated under secret programs. Experts later suggested the Blackbird may have been verifying a NATO radar corridor or testing a classified upgrade. But others believe it wasn't a test. It was a message. Proof that the U.S. still had unmatched speed capabilities hidden behind classified walls. The appearance beside a civilian jet may have been accidental or intentional. Aviation enthusiasts call it the ghost flyby because it proved that something once thought dead was still alive in the skies above. Years later, retired Air Force personnel hinted that certain Blackbird missions continued long after retirement. They spoke of modified engines, experimental materials, even stealth coatings never revealed to the public. The encounter above the Atlantic may have been one of the last sightings of the real SR-71, or an upgraded version the world was never told about. The fact that it could slow down enough to fly beside a civilian jet was incredible. The fact that it could vanish seconds later was terrifying. Today, that mysterious flyby remains one of aviation's most unbelievable stories. A moment where civilian passengers unexpectedly crossed paths with the fastest aircraft ever built. A reminder that even now, decades after its official retirement, the Blackbird's legacy still dominates the skies. And maybe, just maybe, it still flies missions the world will never know about. If you want more real aviation mysteries, unexplained encounters, and hidden military secrets, make sure to subscribe, because the next story might just change everything you think you know about the skies above us.